What's shaking YouTubeites? Welcome to Lords of the Long Box presents the CovrPrice comic book Shakers of the Week. We got a countdown. Today's a special, a little bit bigger of a list. Today we have 11 shakers as opposed to 10
the only
shakers.
Top 10 that we do 11.
This is not even a top 10. This is not even any numerical order. This is just, bangers. So
hey, we got 11 books.
They're alphabetical. So while you guys are
congregating, alphabetical.
Yeah, I don't even think they're alphabetical. They're just thrown in there just to throw you guys off a monkey.
They're hypothetical.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look who's joined at the
Hey,
Jack, we're already live.
Hey.
While you guys are, all right, while Jack is getting ready there, we're gonna go ahead and you're froze, Jack.
He's all froze up, man. Let's play the intro while he's
at least he froze on a smile. So
yeah, he did freeze on a smile.
That is a really nice picture. Somebody just needs to Photoshop that picture.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
So while you guys are congregating, why don't we say the word?
Say the word. Why don't you?
Well, now it's a party. Now you know it's Thursday.
Now everybody.
For all you guys not watching the NFL or the Major League Baseball playoffs, welcome to Lords of the Long Box. Come on, it's just
Lords. You ain't missing
Dodgers
it.
could get eliminated. Who cares about Thursday night football? And then oh my God, we're going up against the NBA too. So we appreciate all 58 of you that are in the live chat right now, aka Mr. Bolo. Jack, say what's good.
What's going on? Excited to be back. You know, I've been gone for a couple weeks, so I had to go set up the whole setup here in the hotel room in Baltimore. We had to make it happen.
I was gonna say, it looks like you've been like sequestered or something, or
busy man.
Is that for Baltimore Comic Con? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, Baltimore Comic Con. I'm gonna be traveling a lot between now and the end of the year. Baltimore, Charlotte, back to New York for Anime NYC. C2E2 and ECC, as well as San Diego Comic Con before the year.
Well, if you need some help on anything on the West Coast, man, you know, I'm down to make a trip.
I'm gonna definitely be heading y'all's way, West Coast, pretty soon.
I'll be at WonderCon this year, and I may be going to ECC as well. So we shall see. Hopefully things open up. But once again, this show is sponsored by our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Go to CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. Top 10 lists, shakers, and movers. Today is the top 10 shakers or 11 shakers of the week. The show is basically focusing on new sales, on the most interesting sales found on their exclusive daily shakers list. This list changes several times every day, so make sure you check it out every day to review some of the hottest trending books on the market, and we just cherry-picked about 11 of them today. This show is also sponsored by our friends over at KRSComics.com. You go to KRSComics.com, use discount code LOTLB to get 15% off any KRS Comics exclusives. Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Remember, they've changed the time now, so it's going to be Fridays at 5 p.m. and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific. This week, for all you sneakerheads out there, or I don't know if you want to call it your bootheads or whatever, this is the Mike Mayhew variant for Black Panther #1, trade dress and virgin. It looks like it's going dark, but it's not.
Those are hot.
If you're into boots and sneakerheads and whatnot, I can see the goth kids running around with these. Remember, they used to wear those crazy platform boots. But once again, this is the shakers of the week. And let's get right to it, boys and girls. Jack, you're going to be third, so it's going to be Ryan, JB, then you, since you got here last. So
sounds good.
JB is probably like, damn it, I've been rehearsing these already. All right, but
no, it's fine. That's totally fine. No, we're good.
Kick us off, Ryan. What do we got for the first one?
Well, put yourself back in 2011 with this bad boy, 5 Ronin #3. This somewhat obscure Marvel series has been getting a lot more attention from collectors. Usually variants will sell for a premium over their standard cover. However, in some cases, the core A cover will sell for a significant premium over the variants. For this 5 Ronin set, this is absolutely the case. Artist David Aja created some amazing covers for the series, which actually, if you put them all together, they look phenomenal. And they command the market over their variants. For the past several years, his Psylocke cover for issue #4 has had all the attention and sells for around $75 for a raw copy and about $150 for a 9.8. However, after years of being the cheap one, this Punisher cover has caught up and sold a near mint raw copy for $75 last week. Even issue #1 Wolverine had a high new sale of $275 for a 9.8. A full Aja set used to sell for about $120 to $200, but they have dried up. And I don't know if we have any pictures of what they look like, but
that looks amazing.
Oh, there you go, man.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Punisher, Psylocke, Wolverine, Hulk, and Deadpool. I've been wanting this for the longest time, simply because I love like samurai inspired artwork, but it's kind of interesting how this one, and is it Aja or is it Aja?
I'm not
AGA. I think it's Aja, but we'll go with Aja. So 5 Ronin, issue #3, the Punisher. That one's dope, man. All of them are dope. I mean, if you look at all 5 of them together, that's a pretty sweet set right there.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
It really has a similar look to his Iron Fist series that he did.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, the entire, I forgot which volume that was. It called the Immortal Iron Fist or the Deadly? Which one was it?
I think it was Immortal.
Yeah. I have a feeling all those Immortal, that Iron Fist run is going to get hot again whenever Marvel does decide to bring back Iron Fist, developing those, because there are some great stories they could have done. And Scott Buck, the showrunner of Netflix, just decided to go poo-poo on all of them. So forget you. Bye-bye, Finn Jones. Finn Jones, you get the salute.
Oh, there's a new salute. Nice.
Shout out,
all right.
baby.
What do we got for number 2, JB?
All right, coming up, number 2 on the list, we've got Battle Beasts.
Cool.
#1, originally published in 1988 from Blackthorn. Now, Battle Beasts may not be the 80s toy property of prominence that others had, but they definitely had a strong following in the Transformers world. Back in 1986, the Japanese toy maker Takara had the distribution rights for Hasbro's Transformers and integrated Beastformers into the Transformers continuity, both in the toy line and in the TV series. Now, Beastformers took place in the space year 2011 on the Decepticons Planet Beast. Now, in Japan, they were sold in similar branded boxes as Transformers and even fashioned Decepticon and Autobots faction symbols. However, when Hasbro brought the line to the US, they removed the Transformers connection and called them Battle Beasts, turning them into 2-inch tall action figure line with anthropomorphized. God, I practiced that the whole time. Anthropomorphized animals with armor and weapons. Hasbro replaced the Transformer symbol with heat-activated rub symbols that featured elements like fire, water, wood, and the rare sunburst. Now, Blackthorn published this intended ongoing comic series, but they went out of business by the 4th issue. Now, while the series was rebooted by IDW in 2012, this original first issue has significant value due to its scarcity, especially in high grades. Now, raw copies have an FMV of $43, but often reach upwards of 100 plus in high grades. Most notably, a CGC 9.6 sold for an all-new high of $525 last week. Now, despite the lack of the US connection, diehard Transformer fans are always looking for this book.
God, I want to say I had one of these toys growing up. I the rub off decal, yeah, like reminds me. I don't know, but this is cool nonetheless.
They sure didn't spend a lot of time on their lettering because that is horrible font on the cover there for everything. I mean, from collector's item first issue to even the Battle Beast symbol. I don't know is that some type of owl, and I don't even know what that green guy is, a turtle or what is, I don't know what the hell that is, but if you got Battle Beasts on your 2022 bingo 2021 bingo card, go for it. Jeez, I can see why they didn't go too far with this comic because I mean, even 1988, this was the artwork was a little bit rudimentary, but probably hard as heck to find. But there you go. So Battle Beasts issue number 1. All right, here's a good chance to get on the board. What do we got for the next one?
Well, next we're talking about Black Knight number 1, the Eric Powell 1 in 25 incentive variant from Marvel in 2015. And rumors are swirling on whether or not Kit Harington's role as Dane Whitman will transition into the Black Knight. Now, there are leaks out there answering a few of these points, so let's stay away from those for now. What we do know is that Marvel has plans for Dane Whitman. With his key first appearance already pretty pricey, the market has moved slowly on his notable variants, and there aren't many. This Eric Powell 125 variant has been a tough book to find in general, but its new high raw sale of $110 seems like a reasonable buy-in for essentially his very first variant. It also helps that it's pretty awesome. This is definitely one to watch.
I'm trying to, I think I have this one because I was pulling these Black Knights when they came out from my LCS. And basically when I tell my LCS to put something on my pull list, I go, give me every variant. Give me the high ratio variants too, and they typically do. So shout out to my man D Yang 704. It'd be cool to send me a birthday gift on October 26th. It'll be the best birthday ever because October 6th, 2021, 4 out of my best 5 out of my best friends died. That's awful. But appreciate the $5 super chat and happy birthday to you. Happy pre-birthday. We'll give you another birthday shout out next week when October, closer to October 26th. But
it's Tuesday.
That's awful, man. Hopefully your year gets better, man. That's especially right now, you got to appreciate everything that is given to you on a daily basis, right? So appreciate the $5 super chat. Black Knight number 1, the Powell 1 in 25. I would say this Black Knight run has some great covers, man.
It's the cape, man. It's the cape.
And
there was a while you could grab these incentives and bins that you would see them, and it's funny too. Like it's another lesson in that thing that we talk about on a regular basis about people kind of waiting till things are right in front of them. We knew Black Knight was coming, and we knew that this wasn't a heavily ordered series, and there couldn't be many of these incentives out there.
Yeah. He's coming. Either it being an Eternals, I don't want to give any spoilers away, end credit scene, but I mean, they said, Marvel just doesn't name character, give them random names. If they use a name, the Black Knight is coming, especially when you got an actor of Kit Harington's pedigree, right? I mean, the earlier appearances are way out there. So just wait till you see him full blown Ebony Blade in costume. It's gonna look dope. And come on, it's Jon Snow, right? Come on, it's like the perfect casting, So what do we got up next?
Here we have Deadpool #2. This is the Mirka Andolfo 1 in 25 from just last year. This book is a culmination of market heat around Mirka Andolfo's rising star and a rare variant appearance of Elsa Bloodstone, as Elsa's first appearance in Bloodstone #1 hit a new high sale of $900 for a 9.8 this week. Collectors are looking for any notable variants, hence this 1 in 25 Andolfo variant. It hit a new high sale of $195 for a Raw last week.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's so, I would say get that Elsa Bloodstone as well as her dad's first appearance, which was in one of those like Marvel Presents or something, because Elsa Bloodstone is actually, her father was the first kind of monster hunter, right? And then she ended up taking the role as well, and it's been heavily speculated on that she's going to be coming, and I am a firm believer that she will, because we've talked about it on our Long-Term Spec List a while ago. If you remember the cover, it's quite booty centric, I guess you could say.
Yes, it is.
The way the cover is, and not easy to find in a 9.8. So, but I had no idea this Deadpool #2 had Elsa Bloodstone in it. She's kind of sprinkled around in the last 5-6 years. The more Marvel does horror titles, and the more she kind of pops up as this kind of monster hunter. But there you go, Deadpool #2, the Mirka Andolfo, another 1 in 25 variant popping up on the Shakers list. All right, from a possible to a maybe not possible book to find.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, man. The Hobbit #1 from 1989, Eclipse. Now, Amazon's Lord of the Rings Hobbit precursor takes place 1,000 years before the stories we know. Now, while the series doesn't release until September of 2022, this Hobbit comic adaptation, albeit abbreviated, had an all-time high sale of $500 for a 9.8 this week. Now, this has been a fairly affordable raw book with an FMV of about $14, but even that raw price is quickly escalating at well over $50. What's up with this?
I think I have this book. It was a random give in when I bought something for somebody. I think it's either this Hobbit or it was the Lord of the Rings. But I mean, this is what we've been saying. I mean, people are buying up stuff that aren't really based off of movies. Just wait for that Uncharted comic, right? The trailer dropped today for it, and this is the way the market is, where people are buying stuff that weren't originally. I mean, I don't know how long we've been talking about this, but we've been kind of saying
we've seen that Injustice book, Uncharted book. The Adam Hughes has been on this list.
Yeah, and the trailer was excellent, by the way. It looks really good. It dropped today. I was a bit worried about Mark Wahlberg. He can be, 'cause every time I see Mark Wahlberg, I always think about the SNL skit where he's talking to animals and Andy Samberg, that's what, but Tom Holland looks to be the role, so we shall see, man. And
funny story about that movie is when that movie's been in development for so long that originally Mark Wahlberg was supposed to play Tom Holland's role, and he had to age up and play the
wow.
character.
I thought it was going to be his brother, because in the game, his brother kind of leaves some messages, right? Because, I mean, I'm not giving anything away, but in the trailer, he kind of says...
Sully, in the video game, Sully is an old man. Well, not an old man, but he's older.
Older, yeah.
Like a Michael Caine kind of, back in the day kind of guy.
Yeah. And his brother's like the one that leaves the messages. I gave up on that game. I don't like doing puzzles and trying to figure stuff out, man. I was crashing in that ship. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Am I swimming? Am I drowning? Is this part of the game? But while you guys are here, we're halfway through the list, boys and girls. At number 5, let me introduce you guys to a new sponsor to the show. If you're tired of eBay fees, check out our friends over at myslabs.com. As soon as I can bring up the graphic. There you go.
Tired of paying 10%, 15%, or more to sell your cards, comics, and digital collectibles? How does 1% sound? Too good to be true? Well, not anymore. MySlabs.com is the web's premier user-driven marketplace for buying and selling slabbed cards, sealed wax, and now slabbed comics and digital collectibles. So the next time you're forced to pay 10% or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com and join the 1% revolution.
Yeah, so during Tuesday's show, I was asking what sealed wax was, and apparently it's sealed packs of cards. So there you go.
Whole case,
So, so you can get trading cards now, NFTs, slabs, just 1%, and PayPal fees, and that's it. If you're tired of paying those outrageous eBay fees, good Lord, man, I was so I don't even talk about how I was pillaged, but go check out myslabs.com if you want to buy some slabs, buy some trading cards, buy NFT, and buy some sealed wax. There you go. You got your whole kit and caboodle right there. All right, what do we got up next after The Hobbit?
Oh, this is one of my favorite spec books here. We're talking about Justice League number 30, the combo pack variant that DC released in 2014. And from 2011 to 2015, DC experimented with adding combo packs to their standard covers, which cost $1 more and included a digital download. It's unknown how many copies of these were produced, but it's safe to assume that they were very low, especially by 2014 and 2015. Featuring an overall change in color for the cover, these packs were true variants, and for the right key, the combos have been getting significant price increases. Case in point, the combo pack of the first cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz hit a new high sale of $575 for a CGC 9.8. While there is no new news during DC fandom about the highly anticipated HBO Green Lantern series, the showrunner Seth Grahame-Smith did come out saying a few days later that it has taken quite a bit of time to get to this point, and it's just really big undertaking. Yeah, it's going really well, and all I can say is that it's going really well, and there are going to be Green Lanterns in it, and it's going to be on HBO Max.
This is going to be the true litmus test for HBO Max to see how it affects the market the way obviously Disney Plus has affected the market. Amazon Prime has affected the market with The Boys. Not so much Jupiter's Legacy, unfortunately, on Netflix, but Netflix is also giving shows anything that gets option nowadays. And I think HBO Max has done well but Green Lantern Corps has to be big in scope. It has to be expensive. It has to show all the lanterns and all the lantern mythos. Shout out to my man Otto for Mythos and Mythos if you've been watching for a long time now. But so this is the first cameo of Jessica Cruz. Hopefully that's not debated anywhere, but that's what I'm.
A little inside info too. I did a live stream sale with Mark Guggenheim, who is writing the show, and who he helmed the Arrowverse. He also wrote the Green Lantern movie back in the day. And
we won't hold that against him.
No, but that is something that has been kind of like a thorn in his side this entire time in his career. Is he really felt like they were set up for failure with that Green Lantern film. So this is a passion project for him. This is a passion project for a lot of people involved at DC to really launch Green Lantern properly. He also wouldn't say much, but I did ask some characters and I did get a reaction. There was certainly a reaction to Jessica Cruz, certainly a reaction to Simon Baz. So I would say, be on the lookout for those kind of new age Green Lantern.
Kyle Rayner.
We talked about that. I think that's been pretty announced. Also, it sounds like Sinestro Corps is something to kind of keep an eye out for.
Yeah, they need a big budget to do all that, and it's going to be huge. It'd be nice to get
larger than the movie overall.
It would be nice to get Mark Strong back. I think he was one of the better parts of the Green Lantern film, right? Mark Strong always plays a great villain, even though he was kind of a good guy at first, and then the yellow just took him over and he got evil. So Justice League number 30, the combo pack from 2014, a 9.8 hitting 575. All right, this one is interesting because you wouldn't even notice this if you didn't know there was a little thing on there. What do we got for the next one?
Another reason I love this list, Moon Knight number 25. This is the White Dot Error from back in 1982. This Bill Sienkiewicz classic cover has seen significant growth over the past several years, capping at a high of $1,000 for a 9.8 this past July. However, this white dot variant featuring, a white dot on the cover was most likely due to a small piece of debris on the printer. It's unlikely how many copies of these are out since CGC doesn't recognize this as a different cover, But this week, a rare 9.8 copy sold for a new high of 1,250 big ones.
You wouldn't even know it if you look right above Moon Knight's left hand. There's like a single dot on there. And if you were to just see this in the wild and you didn't know that there was a white dot error on it, who knows? Maybe it was in the moon way back in the distance.
Right.
So there you go. The white dot error from Moon Knight number 25. If you look this up on recalledcomics.com, you can probably find out more information about because they always have some really great information about rarities, defects, color defects, and printing defects and of that nature on recalledcomics.com. But yeah, whoever the eagle-eyed person that spotted that, but for $12.50 though, man, they really paid for it. Well, at least you got your money's worth when you bought it for a double-sized issue for $1. Come on now, that's not so bad from 1982. All right, so Moon Knight number 25, the white dot error. So remember, when you look on the cover, it should be all black where his arm is, but right above his left arm, there's a little white dot that just kind of just there. You would think it was just part of the cover if you weren't paying attention. What do we got up next?
All right, up next, we've got Miss Marvel number 1, the Art Adams black and white 1 in 100 variant, originally published in 2014 from Marvel Comics. Now, Miss Marvel number 1, featuring Kamala Khan's first solo series, is on the rise as we get closer to her new Disney Plus series and subsequent introduction into the MCU. For such a notable issue, it's not common to have a 1 in 100 variant like this Art Adams black and white variant. When this was released back in 2014, it was highly anticipated. Yet asking shops to commit to 100 copies to get this variant was not an easy thing to reach. Now this week, a 9.8 sold for a new high sale of $809 and should continue to increase. Yeah, this is not the ceiling on this one. This one will be back.
Yeah, Miss Marvel has quite a cult following of, from young girls who collect it to, comic book people who are speculating on it. The Miss Marvel series coming out. She's going to be in the Captain Marvel movie that's just called Marvels. But yeah, 1 in 100 Miss Marvel, Art Adams. I mean, dang. Yeah, that's a gorgeous cover too. Art Adams is one of my favorites, man. But it's a pretty dope cover. And I love how it's black and white cover, but the font from Miss Marvel is in red, which
the
really
trade
makes
dress
kind of
is still colored.
Yeah, which really makes it stand out. So Miss Marvel number 1, the 1 in 100 black and white variant from 2013. You could tell it was an auction because somebody ended at $808.57. They were like, I'm gonna outbid this guy by 2 cents, and he's gonna get pissed off. Whoever bid $808.50. He went 7 cents over. We can't have a Shakers list without one of these on here. What is it?
Now, this is actually pretty cool. Now, we're talking about Nintendo Power number 6 from Nintendo in 1989. And while this is a video game magazine, its proximity to the comic world is very close. Not only is this an early issue in the Nintendo Power run, but it also features the artwork of a 15-year-old Jeffrey Scott Campbell. Campbell submitted a bunch of material, including drawings, stage designs, and stories to the Invent the Ultimate Video Game contest, and won, which of course he did. And he won first prize. His creation, Lock Arm, was never published. Somebody needs to do that. But this fun contest set things in motion to get J. Scott Campbell, as we know him now, to his current standing as one of the most successful artists in the industry. This week, a CGC 8.0 of this issue sold for a high sale of $345.
Wow.
Jeffrey Scott Campbell. Now you know why he just calls himself J. Scott Campbell, because Jeffrey Scott Campbell is quite possibly the most, generic name you can have from Jeffrey Scott Campbell. But
the whitest name.
If you ever had like Lock Arm as, you can tell. I mean, just look the way it's. I mean, at 15 years old, I was drawing pretty well, but I'm not gonna diss on him that I could have done that at 15 years old, but obviously he's a lot better now. But there you go. But there you go. That's the thing for this issue. That's the thing people seek out. Whenever they are a fan of a particular artist, they're gonna want to seek out what they first did. Like famously, Todd McFarlane's first work was in Coyote number 6? Was it Coyote 6 or what was it? I'm trying to remember. But anyway, you remember the cover. It's like Todd McFarlane's first work on that Coyote issue, and then other people look for Jim Lee's work, and so that's just another tentacle of the collecting octopus that we'd like to call it. All right, so Nintendo Power number 6. We've been getting a lot of these Nintendo kind of video game books on the Shakers list. Kind of fun. All right, but this one you got a good chance to get on the board because we've been really touting this book for a while now. What is it?
Coming out in 1972, Shayna the She-Devil number 1. Rumors are circulating that Marvel is either introducing the Savage Land in upcoming content or developing a separate Savage Land project altogether. And while this is very unconfirmed, this news has been moving Kazar books for the past several months. Collectors are now investing in Shayna the She-Devil. This week's new high sale of $1,200 for a CGC 9.4. Of course, you can't do the Savage Land without Kazar or Shayna, but this is quite the bump for a book that sold for $350 in the same grade just a few months ago. With all rumors, proceed with caution, but if you see cheap copies out there, they might be worth grabbing. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a great cover. Shayna,
Oh,
the
yeah,
She-Devil, yeah. And then, I think, what was and then when she ended up with Kazar, what was the name of was it Zabu? Was the name of the saber-toothed tiger? That was their kind of like was it Zabu? Or am I thinking about something?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I love these Marvel frame covers. And that was only for a short period of time, right? 72, 73. And Marvel was doing these little.
They did a lot of that with, if you think Werewolf by Night books, I think the Tomb of Dracula books, they had these framed that you're talking about. Yeah, those are really cool. Really digging the art on this cover too. So Shayna the She-Devil, $1,200 for a 9.4. Wow, it's getting up there. All right, last chance for you to get on the board. This is number 11 on the list, and we couldn't do a Shaker Show without something weird on here.
Gotta have something weird. But before we get to this one, real quick, shout out to this amazing chat. If you are listening on the rewind or watching us and you miss out on this live, I'm telling you're missing out. The chat is on fire right now. All right, let's get to the final one. We've got Thrilling Crime Cases, issue number 49, originally published in 1952 from Star Publications. Now, the woman in the red dress on Golden Age covers is usually the one in trouble, but she's definitely mixing up some mischief here. The vibrant color scheme used by L.B. Cole is just made to catch your eye and continues to be one of the most in-demand books from this Golden Age artist. That proved true this week as well, with a record-setting sale of $3,120 for a CGC 5.5, beating out the prior record in this grade from 2019 by $848 or 37% roughly. Now, with only 53 universal copies on the CGC census and that amazing cover, it's no surprise that this book continues to draw in buyers every time it comes up for sale. Yeah, she's mixing up some concoction. That's a fantastic cover.
It is. I mean,
you got a whole story right there on the cover you could read.
Right there on the cover.
Yeah. I always talk about how I miss this this is definitely pre-code, I guess crime horror type stuff, but I mean, just the colors pop. I mean, it's amazing how everything comes together. Even the font is everything. I mean, I always talk about on every show, like I really miss where on the cover you would actually see, font, word bubbles, kind of telling you a story, telling you a story. Now you just get, things, people,
bosoms.
Something like that. But that is the 11 Shakers of the week. Let's go over to head over to the CovrPrice.
My favorite part.
Add one.
Website.
Add one on the
Let's
list.
see what's shaking today, boys and girls. Boom. Full screen. Well, I should have I won't go to my collection, but here you see if you have a $6.99 full-blown membership, you get the CovrPrice top 10.
For the price of a McRib.
For the price
starting
of the
November 1st. You get to see the highest movers of the week, which are most units sold. We got, the usual suspect, but that's a pretty cool X-Men number 4 cover right there. 33 units, dude. You can view all of them there, but we're here to see what's shaking. So you click on view all, and if you have a full-blown membership, you get to see all of them listed on here. Look at that. Hey now.
Holy moly. You're showing off now. Look at this.
Just a few. My God. So
Good Lord.
$6,200 for a raw copy of Silver Surfer number 1. Ooh,
Damn.
Lordy,
Dude, that must
Lordy.
have-
Actually,
yeah.
it does 9.0. My bad.
Oh, it says 9.9.
A 9.8 is 36 grand in this now. Wow, I'm glad I got mine. Mine's only a 7.5, but it's still, I think, noteworthy 7.5. Look at this one. This one's cool. Look at this Rangers
super
comics.
cool.
Right? Angels from Hell,
Hell.
featuring U.S. Rangers, also Firehair, Werewolf Hunter, and many others. This is, I guess, you could categorize this as a good girl cover, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
You got
yeah.
to.
For
Come on,
sure.
man.
Rangers Comics issues number
Headlights.
26. $2,000 for a 6.0. I would buy that.
Go to that All American.
Yeah, right
Little
there.
Alan Scott, Green
Little
Hill
Alan
Lantern.
Scott. Yeah.
Ah, look at that. This is All American Comics number 23. $2,000 for a 6.0.
Ooh, 6.0.
You just can't find these, to be honest with you. I'm
That's
sorry.
Yeah.
They're just
Right
hard
in
to
the
find.
40s. You're from the 40s.
Speaking of the above aforementioned first full appearance of Dane Whitman as a Black Knight. 47 is, also, another hot issue as well. Get both of them. So, he actually appears in this issue, but, we always say it's up to the market kind of dictates. $7.25 for
Ooh.
6.0. So I'm pretty sure
They're
this
dictating right now, and it's going to go up.
Yes, they are. Look at that. Let's give Stan Lee some love, man. Marvel celebrities. Marvel celebrates. I can't even read. Marvel celebrities. Marvel celebrates Stan Lee. Look at that awesome cover, man.
Art,
That
beautiful.
is so cool. $12.75 for a 9.8. Rest in peace, Stan Lee, man. Look at that. That is
Very
so
cool.
Hey,
Hair to the Empire.
shout out to
There it
Man
is.
Otto. Heir to the Empire. Star Wars Heir to the Empire, number 1. First appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn, $1,200 for a 9.8. That's actually gone down from its high. This is the one to get if you ever see them. You want to get the newsstand. This is the one that's really expensive. $5,000 for a 9.8 from April 3rd, 2021. That's the difference between this from the newsstand and the direct stand. That big of a difference, believe it or not. But you got to think, man, how many Dark Horse comics were getting onto newsstands, right? I mean, geez, especially in what year did this come out? 1995.
95.
Because most you go to your 7-Eleven or wherever, you mostly Marvel and DC, and then Image started coming out. So
Dark
Horse was trying to get in where they could fit in. So
It's true. There was a little Archie presence even there at that time.
yeah, here you go.
The original
Impact.
Red Hood.
Jolting Tales of Tension.
Red Hood.
Little EC horror. Issue number 6, 4.5. Look at that gnarly cover.
That's crazy.
Is she on fire? Holy shit!
It
She's
looks
standing
like
on
it,
fire
man.
or kneeling
That's
on fire.
definitely bondage and flamage on the cover right there, man. Hey, little Rick and Morty right there.
Wubba dubba lub lub.
A lot of fans of Rick and Morty. This is first appearance of Rick and Morty in comics. $910 for a 9.8. See? Rick and Morty fans, they love them. Before, no, they're slept on. Look at this Wonder Woman cover. Wonder Woman vs. Wonder Woman, number 48. $887 for a 7.5. From 1951. That's pretty cool.
Vampirella.
Because it's Halloween comic covers. This is
right.
Vampirella number
Definitely.
1. I have been looking for this forever. I have now given up.
It's not a comic book, though, right? Isn't it a magazine?
It's a magazine comic.
Okay.
Yeah. This is I think from Harris Comic. No, this is Warren. Yeah, this is. But look at that. That's a classic cover by Frazetta. Man, that is so dope.
Is that
Good Lord. Always last one to find out. Silver Surfer, little Ghost Ridage. Here we go, some goofy Golden Age
Goofy
Detective
Batman.
Comics.
Love it.
Even the screenshot we have it's got this stamp on it. Earl's Swap Shop is and Ralph is the name of the kid who
Ralph.
bought this comic. Yeah, good job, Ralph.
Ralph's comic. Put your name
Yeah,
on that. But I don't want to
Detective
write on my
Comics.
comic. Put your name on it right now.
$13,000 for a 9.6
Wow.
sold back in November of 2020. Graded 6.0. I mean, it's amazing to think that Detective went 134 issues and it was still 1948. That is amazing. That's crazy. Sandman is showing some. Hey, Ryan. Look at
Yeah,
this.
look at that.
Somebody's got 2 Star Wars book back
Ooh.
from CGC. This is Star Wars issue number 1, 1977. First appearance of Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi on the cover
Look at
only.
that.
Leia Organa, C-3PO. By the way, it's Princess Leia's birthday today. So happy birthday, Carrie Fisher. May
You know, I
rest in
bought that
peace.
book at the LA Comic-Con
Yeah.
back in what was that, 2016 or some shit?
Yeah. I wish I would have kept mine, man.
From P-Dot's
But-
Comics.
Yeah, if you get the where's the 35 cent variant? That's the expensive
There
one.
it
Is
is.
this it? Yeah, is this it? Yep, 35 center. Highest number.
Wow.
Oh
value
my
is
God.
40 grand for a 9.4.
Wow.
Good Lord have mercy.
It's quite
40
I think
grand.
I crank on that one. Wow.
That was not too long ago. That was only a month ago. Somebody paid 40 grand for this. Woo,
Wow.
Good doggy. Well, new Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming out. I've never seen this Venom cover, believe it or
No,
not.
me neither.
I think I've seen them all, but this is the Jock Virgin variant. No wonder I've never seen it. It's a 1 in 500 Jock variant.
Wow.
$500 for a raw copy. Look how many variants there are. When you go down, holy cow.
Oh,
Highest known value is 9.8 for $660. But I
Wow.
love the minimalism of this cover, right? And it really has a horror vibe to it. As a, I think Venom should dig deeper into the horror genre of it. And we're gonna stick to a Halloween theme, boys and girls. So hang in there
Yeah.
because we're gonna keep on looking at them. Tales of the Crypt number 34 from 19. Oh, look at that, man! Featuring
Gnarly.
the Crypt Keeper, the Old Witch, and the Vault
Old
Keeper.
Witch.
That is so dope. $500 for a raw comic from October to. You know what? I'm gonna say it every time I see it. Somebody bought this because they wanted to show it off for Halloween comic
Yeah,
covers on
what it
Instagram.
is.
That's the only reason they
For
bought it.
Halloween comic covers
Oh,
on
I think about it.
Instagram.
Hey, I went to my LCS on Wednesday and specifically looking. So, what can I buy for Halloween comic covers? Keep on doing it. So, Adventure into Fear, number 20, featuring the man called Morbius, the living vampire. First
Could that be
solo
considered
Morbius since Amazing Spider-Man number 101. Right?
The way he's holding
17.
her, is that a Pieta cover? Holding the, a lifeless body in your arms. That's it. I guess
Is that what they call that?
Yeah, there's a special.
Sure, we'll go with that. So this first solo Morbius series since Amazing Spider-Man 101 is $400 for a 9.4. Man, when are we ever going to see another trailer for that? Jeez. Hey, you know what? I have this book.
Wow.
I have it. Eagle Comics
I am the
presents
law.
Judge Dredd number 1. This isn't the first appearance of Judge Dredd, but it's still cool. Regardless, $425 for a 9.8. Look at this cover. That is so dope. It's not the first appearance of him, but I bought it because it was number 1 issue. But I have that. I remember seeing it too because I was like, "Oh, this looks gorgeous." And
I
you
love
can't wait.
romances. Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta have romance book on there when
You
we're
do.
talking about Shakers. This is Love Romances number 44 from
Here's your
Marvel.
word bubble. Hold on, read the word bubble. You're talking about word bubbles.
So Henry, this is the friend you had dinner with. I could put up with Henry's faults, but what could I do about his girlfriend's quote unquote his girlfriends? Henry, you look like you're up to no good. So
yeah,
350
Henry's
for a
busy.
6.5. Yeah, I was stuck on a rabbit hole of watching this series on HLN called Forensic Files, and just when people like commit these crazy murders and all the forensics they do it. I'll watch one episode, next thing you know, I'm watching like 7 of them in a row. It's crazy. We can't have Halloween. We can't have the month of October without a little Tomb of Dracula, right? Tomb of Dracula, first appearance of Dracula in the 616 MCU, or excuse me, the 616. $16,800 sold, 9.8 in September, just last month. Wow.
Wow. Look at that Sly Cooper book. That's a video game, isn't it?
I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, Game Pro magazine.
Yep.
Kind of dope though.
Yeah, it came in the magazine. So it was like one of those, like, the comic.
Is it like a derivative of like Ratchet and Clank or something like that?
Yeah, it was definitely that era. I think it was Genesis, if I'm not mistaken, when that game came out. I know that comic has been popular. It's always in terrible condition when you find it.
Yeah. I was going to say it's a ripoff of, what's that, Sonic the Hedgehog, or maybe Leisure Suit Larry for you really old cats out there.
For the OG.
$300 for a raw comic. These kids don't know about Leisure Suit Larry, man. Come on now. Hit Monkey.
Rex
If you
the
guys
Wonder
watched the
Dog.
trailer, I don't know if I have this one. I have one of these. This is Hit Monkey issue number 1. This is the second print. $285 now. You guys knew that Hit Monkey was coming to Hulu, yet now you waited to buy this when it's at October 20th. $285 for a raw comic. Man, that the trailer looked pretty fun too. Yo, we're getting just all kinds
Look at
of
that Rex the Wonder Dog over there.
I was going to bring that
Right.
up in a second, but let's go Adventures into Weird Worlds. Look at that. Look, it's found us. It's The Walking Death. Adventures into Weird Worlds number 1 from January 1952. You got a stone cold deal. $280 for a 5.0.
Seems affordable.
It does. This isn't yours, is it?
No,
Ryan?
no,
This is
no.
another-
It's just another one.
Yeah.
I just
so
need to
Ryan-
see it.
Yeah, Rex. This is Rex the Wonder Dog from DC number 12. $275 for a 5.0. If you want Rex the Wonder Dog, you want to get that one where it's the first appearance of Detective Chimp.
Yeah, number 4.
Little Venom. Hey,
Super Mario.
Hey Mario, it's me,
Mario.
Super Mario Brothers. Because maybe that movie. I don't know.
You know, I saw Zelda number 1 from Valiant at the Motor City Con, and I didn't pull the trigger. I should
how
have.
much was it?
I don't even remember. I saw it after the fact in a picture that I took of the guy who's set up.
Yeah, but this one is. I mean, Mario Brothers always seems to be like the thing to get as far as, especially like people who get graded video games. I think the Mario game that came out before the actual NES system that came out is the most. They used to be at least the most expensive game for people to collect. Maybe Jack can correct me if I'm wrong on there, but there was a Mario Brothers game that came out even before you could actually play it. In other words, it came out before the console came out. And that one used to be like the holy grail for people in the grading business or, video game collecting world. So,
Look at that Detective Comics. Is he fighting a Three Musketeer?
oh my God, he does look like it. D'Artagnan, is that you? Batman and Robin encounter a new swashbuckling foe. Who had the Cavalier
First
on their
appearance?
list?
Of the Cavalier?
They should bring that
First-
character back.
The Cavalier. Let's see.
Where's
what,
the Cavalier today?
Where's the fencing skills on Batman when you need it? $302 for a raw comic. So this is a Detective issue number 81. It was just goofy back then when they just had to do it. I mean, look at even hard to find cover, man. You had to find a cover that had a date stamp on there. I love date stamps on comics, especially old comics, because it's kind of like something
History,
that was stuck in a time capsule.
Definitely.
It's
Right?
organic. It's like an
Yeah.
organic thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is organic. It's like you feel like you were there at your LCS, and we're back on screen now, boys and girls. And hey, there's still 155 of you watching. Hope you guys enjoyed your tour of CoverPrice.com. You like what you see? Go over there, sign up for a 2-week free trial. Bump around if you like what you see. $6.99 a month for the price of McRib starting November 1st.
Boom.
I've been talking this up.
Get
And when
those
I go,
McRibs.
I'm gonna tear those McRibs up. I may
Where's that
freeze some.
McRib graphic at, man?
Free some. He's gonna free
Do
some.
I have the McRib graphic? Oh, damn it! No, I gotta.
That
bring it
needs to
back
be
up.
a mainstay on this channel.
Yeah.
Throw up them McRibs, son.
No, but we do have this though. Hey, boys and
There you
girls,
go.
we know it's getting cold out there. Hit up our friends at the Geeky Swag Shop if you need some hoodies to keep you warm inside the cold winter that's coming up. The GeekySwagShop.com has zip-up hoodies or pullovers, and you can get them for $40. But you just gonna code of LOTLB, you can save yourself like 15%. But go on if you want to represent the Lord, just keep yourself warm. Just wear it around the house, whatever.
comfy,
They
too.
have them in blue, or excuse me, they have them in black and blue for the hoodies, and we're working on getting maybe some beanies and trucker hats, to keep your head
you go.
warm during the cold winters that we don't experience down here.
Well, I could use some. You know what?
There
I'd
you
like
go.
to get one of those trapper's hats with the Lord's Lawn.
Where it goes
You
over
make
Oh,
your
with the
ear.
little
yeah,
fuzzy
you make
ear
yeah,
things? I
you
was
make
like,
that happen. I'll
would-
buy one
I
all
don't
day
think
long.
I ever have to wear one of those in California. But I'll tell you, when I travel outside of California, I am freezing. I am like triple layered. I'm ready to go, man. You got to wear the right sock. Wearing the right socks in the winter, boys and girls, that is the most important thing you will ever do. If you have the wrong socks on, nothing sucks more than cold feet. Speaking of cold feet, Jack, what, you got any last words for the good folks?
Oh yeah, no cold feet. I'm going in hard this weekend at the convention. I'm in buy mode. I'm looking for the steals.
All right, if you see Jack at Baltimore City Comic Con,
Nice.
tell him what's up. Go take a
Yeah,
picture
say
with
hi.
him, and maybe you can share a McRib with them.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be ready yet. Darkside Jedi, any last words?
Hey, as always, Thursday nights, thank you for joining us, everyone. We really appreciate it. It's my favorite list of the week. And we got an
And he's
extra
not being
bonus this
biased
week.
either, because
No way. I do
not.
both.
'Cause
I
he's
do
on,
both.
He's on
the
two
lists.
lists.
That's right. And I
so,
prefer this one. So what can I say?
There you go. Yeah. Maybe it's
I like
because
them
of
both,
JB's
though.
on there. JB,
You know what it
any last
is?
words?
It's JB, it's Jack, it's everybody.
You know,
There it is.
There you go. Oh, too many J's. Yeah, I'm back. If you didn't know, we got a daily podcast that we're dropping. We're recording it live on YouTube every morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I have guest hosts 5 days a week. Didn't have one this morning, but I got a guest host every day, and we're having a lot of fun. So hopefully somebody in the live chat will
I'll
come
peep in on there
check
one of these
us out.
mornings where I'm
Yeah,
not stressed
peep out
out
in the
with
morning.
work during the day. Maybe I'll
Like I
peep
told
on
you,
over
you
there.
guys were the T-shirt of the day.
There you go.
So you're gonna have the
Next
link in
up
the description.
will be the underwear of the day, the hat of the day, all kinds of good stuff.
There you
If
go.
you guys
We need to
make
get
stuff,
some-
just send it to JB.
Shout out to this chat. Great chat tonight. Great show tonight. This list is like any other list on YouTube, and I'm just happy to be part of it. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
That's right, boys and girls. Thank you for joining us. I'll be back on Sunday for Letters and Long Box with Mikey Sutton. We're going to finish out our 3-part Marvel Disney Plus spec list. And this Sunday, you're not going to miss it. It's going to be huge. All mutants that they are going to be developing for Disney Plus. Some may be announced on Disney Plus Day, but some may not. But it's a good list to have and just kind of cheap track. So Sunday at 5 p.m., boys and girls, me and Mikey Sutton will be back live. And this time it's going to be all mutants. So for Mr. Bolo, Darkside Jedi, and JB, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes and peace out.
Now let's do this! Rewind, select and come again. Pull up that from the top to the very last. Jump.
Who are you to make their lives bitter in hard bondage? In this you shall know that the Lord is What you think about this? Do it! We're here! We're back!
Yes, do what y'all.
You can't get fresher than this.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 5 greatest heroes. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
When it comes, I won't even notice. Oh, how so? I'll be too busy looking good.
You can't understand.